Good evening. I'm Sean Bannon, principal of Pinelands Regional High School, and it's with great pleasure that I welcome the students, parents, family members, boards of education members, staff, and the high school administration to our Leadership and Academic Awards Night. Thank you all for joining us to recognize the achievement of our students. Before we honor the award recipients, I'd like to thank the main office secretaries, Mrs. Carol Majaris and Mrs. Christine English. Without your efforts, the night would not be possible. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you to Dr. McCooley, Dr. Stevenson, and the members of the Board of Education for supporting our students in the programs offered by the district. To the parents, guardians, and family members here tonight, thank you for the guidance, love, and support you provided over the years that has helped mold these students into distinguished scholars and leaders they are today. Students, please stand and give a round of applause to thank those here for you tonight. Thank you. Tonight's ceremony recognizes the outstanding accomplishments of our students in and out of the classroom. The students who will soon be called to the stage exemplify the characteristics of a Wildcat. They excel academically, are dedicated to their school and community, show resilience in the face of adversity, and pursue their passions. In the case of the underclassmen, these traits will ensure their continued success at Pinelands. And in the case of the seniors, this is what will continue their path to greatness at college, in the careers, or in the military. As you all continue on the path, it's important to remember the combined actions of many are greater than the action of one. Keep in mind the words of John Maxwell. Leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. It is my wish that you harness the ability to unlock the greatness in others that you have unlocked in yourself. Students, it truly is an honor to serve as your principal and see your success firsthand, and I look forward to your future accomplishments. And now for our first award, I'd like to introduce our Student Government Advisor, Mr. Michael Rua.
They say behind every great man, there's a great woman. Well, I would not call myself great, but I was lucky enough to have 5 strong, intelligent young women behind me, and it has made all the difference. Under their leadership, and during a year that has seen its ups and downs, these dedicated young women assisted in the planning of a magical homecoming, organized a safe walkout to remember those lost in the Parkland shooting, planned and hosted a successful talent show, implemented Spirit Weeks, and reported at monthly board meetings. These officers approach their roles each day with integrity, confidence, and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege working with them, and they will be missed. Here are your student government officers. President Paige Miller, Vice Presidents Leah Zaruba and Nicole Babcock, Secretary Sana Tariq, and Treasurer Lily Cahill.
Thank you, Mr. Rua. Now to introduce our senior class officers, Mrs. Sarah Irvin.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sarah Irvin. As you know, I am missing my co-advisor, Don Whiteman, but he's here in presence. So this evening, Mr. Whiteman and myself were unbelievably blessed to have worked so closely with 4 talented, focused, and fun-loving set of individuals this class offers. As an advisor, it is most rewarding watching your student leaders grow into young adults through their high school careers. The class of 2018 enjoyed a successful year, spotlighted with high school milestones. Through hard work, creative approaches, our class raised funds for support in a successful senior trip to Walt Disney World, staying in a new moderate resort, Riverside, and 2 school-wide dances, homecoming in the junior high school gym and senior prom at the Carriage House in Galway. Our class events were highly attended, incorporating both students and staff. We couldn't be more proud of these achievements and wish these seniors the best of luck in their endeavors. Please come join me on stage, my 4 officers. And the quote after is best fitting to our 4 officers. President Samia Tariq. Vice President Liam McGettigan. Secretary Kara Waldron. And our Treasurer J.D. Harrison. And a quote that fits best to these 4, great leaders don't set out to be leader, they set out to make a difference. It's never about the role, always about the goal. Thank you for touching myself and Mr. Whiteman's lives the last 3 years, along with our hearts. You are going to succeed in all you do in this world. We'll miss you. Best of luck to this class of 2018. Mr. Whiteman and myself.
Thank you. And now to introduce the junior class officers, we have their advisors, Mrs. Joanne Sofield and Mrs. Christy Kunder.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for coming out tonight to honor some truly amazing young adults. Joanne Sofield and myself have had the privilege of being class advisors to the class of 2019, and we have enjoyed each moment. In the past 2 years, we have accomplished quite a bit, and it is because of the efforts of this class. This year, we ran a successful family portrait fundraiser, sold Gertrude Hawk chocolate, ran our first ever semi-pro wrestling event, and ran the most profitable spaghetti dinner in this school's history. For that, we would also like to thank the parents who have helped each step along the way. This community never ceases to amaze us with the way we can come together for our local districts and our students. In May, we held our junior prom, and the involvement was extraordinary. We know that next year will surely have its fair share of obstacles, but seeing this class pull off such a fun and memorable evening together reassures us that their senior year will be one for the record books. Our 5 class officers have already met with us and the administration to talk about next year and new possibilities that not only the class of 2019, but the rest of the school can enjoy to increase in student involvement and boost school morale. Some of their ideas are quite inventive, and their enthusiasm lets us know that there's great things ahead. Tyler, Allie, Peyton, Eliza, and JC, you 5 are remarkable. We cannot thank you enough for your dedication and involvement, and we know you will do your best to make sure that senior year will truly be the best it can be. We love you guys, and we'd like to call you up now to honor you and receive your awards. Our president, Mr. Tyler Hart. Our vice president, Miss Alexandra Heck. Congratulations. Our treasurer is Eliza Brokaw. Our secretary is Peyton Wojciechowski. Good job, Abby. And last but certainly not least is our corresponding secretary, J.C. DiMaria. through y'all. Oh, yeah. Good job. Good job.
And now to introduce our sophomore class, Mr. Joseph Rock.
Good evening and welcome. My co-advisor, Ms. Leanne Lacuter, couldn't be here tonight and she apologizes. I want to say that the sophomore class, in particular our officers, have done really well, showed great resilience and enthusiasm in their transition to the high school and then their transition again. So we have already done a couple fundraisers towards our senior trip. We started planning our junior prom for next year, baby steps, but our 4 class officers have done a wonderful job, and we're looking forward to working with them hopefully next year. They're all up for re-election and or are involved next year as well. So our president is John Morin, Vice President Joey Vitello, Treasurer Brooke Engelhardt, and Secretary Sharon Benson. Thank you.
The next group of students that we'll be honoring are the students that are the top 10 in each of their classes. We'll first honor our top 10 students in order of the senior class. They are Liam McGettigan, Tristan Colt, Jesse Rising, Susie Grelak, Jenna Johnson, Jaden Kraft, Samia Tariq, Jackie Peshko, Allison Hart, and Lillian Cahill. Our top 10 juniors are Alyssa Vitiello, Catherine Coverdale, Alexandra Heck, Brandon Amos, Jonathan Makar, Tiffany Papa, Hannah Santillanes, Sierra Seals, Caitlin Schlick, and Emily Stano. Our top 10 sophomores are Rachel Germain, Brittany DeFeo, Sarah Keaty, Jessica Paul. Andrew Bartlett. Madeline Johnston. Sharon Benson. Tyler Demerlay. Samantha Klein. And Adam D'Ambrosio. Our next group of honorees are students that have achieved perfect attendance throughout this year. They are Frank Aguilar, Veronica Alessi, Michael Gresco, Vincent Rapallo, Kayla Veering, Alyssa Vitiello, and Kevin Watson. And now we'll begin our department awards with Mr. Darren Hickman, who for the Business, Graphic Design, Multimedia, and Visual Arts Awards. Mr. Hickman.
Thank you very much. For our band participation, Paul Lund, Michael Shoemaker, Peter Simone, Jacques Romero, for our band and pep band participation, Kristen Bond, Kelsey Harwood, Heather Lohr, pep band, pit orchestra participation, Carly Iverson, outstanding achievement in drama, Cameron Barr, Rose Farrell, Jenna Johnson, Paige Miller, Daniel O'Brien, Anthony Scarpone, Leanne Yu. At this time, I'll introduce Mr. Matt Molesky for Family and Consumer Science. Check that. Outstanding Business Student Award, Tara Staines. Sports Marketing, Nicholas Rapallo. Graphic Design Achievement Award, Caitlin Ladd. Graphic Design Achievement Award, Michael Shoemaker. Our WCAT-TV Club Recognition Award, Miss Sarah Pomponio. And our sound girl. Thank you. Now, Mr. Molesky in Family and Consumer Sciences and Industrial Arts.
I'd like to take this moment to recognize the following students. I'd like to first recognize the FCCLA Senior Service Awards. Kristen Samos. And Rocio Vargas. And for the Child Care Award, Garrett Reynolds. Allison Valley. And Felicity Wojciechowski. What? Oh. Correction, that's Peyton Wojciechowski. Moving on to the Culinary Recognition Award for the Top Pinelands Chef. This goes to Jade Rhodes. And at this time, I'd like to call up Mr. Gene Luby, our Industrial Arts teacher, to present the Industrial Arts Award.
Good evening. First, I'd like to congratulate everybody, the awards winners tonight. You really worked really hard this year, and you deserve everything you got. I teach wood shop, construction tech, industrial arts, what do you want to say. We do a lot of projects, community-based. We do a lot of in-house projects for the school, plus our individual projects. We just finished 2 nice floats for American Legion this year. They came out very nice. This individual, my student, I've had for 3 years. He's been a hard worker. He's always the person that I always ask for to stay late or to come and help me for extra different things to do. He's come from some really tough times in the past, but he's really shown he's really come around this senior year. So I'd like to honor Dick Shano. If you're here. I guess you didn't make it. All right.
Now I'd like to introduce Ms. Gina Frasca for the English Department Awards.
Good evening, everyone. The English Award tonight goes to a very special young lady, Miss Tara Staines. Tara is actually going to my alma mater, TCNJ, next year. She is going to earn her degree in statistics, so she's very well-rounded, with a minor in actuary science. She is the FBLA president and has gained vital leadership skills such as public speaking, and her quiet determination is an inspiration to her peers. Congratulations, Tara, and go Lions.
Thank you. Mrs. Donna Trinello will now come up for the French Department and Spanish Department Awards.
Good evening. Bonsoir. Mademoiselle Gardner writes, this year's French Leadership Award recipient is Garrett Reynolds, a valued member of the French Honor Society. Garrett has dedicated his high school career to the study and mastery of French, excelling in all areas of the language and demonstrating an appreciation for French culture. Garrett's enthusiasm and commitment have been a pleasure to observe. Congratulations, Garrett. Félicitations. And now leaving France, traveling to Spain for the Spanish Department Award, buenas noches. In a global economy made smaller by modern technology, mastering a world language has become almost imperative. This year's recipients of the Spanish Department Award are keenly aware of this necessity. Both young ladies have thoroughly embraced the Spanish language, its culture, and the opportunity it provides for the future. In their Spanish for Honors class, they are active participants with impeccable work ethics, and through their leadership, they demonstrate daily just how strong a language can be between persons of differing origins. It is truly my honor to recognize Señoritas Tara Staines and Susie Grilak for their excellence en la clase de español.
Mr. Christopher Lizakowski will now introduce the Science Department Award.
Good evening, everybody. I'm doing the Science Award and the Computer Science Award tonight, so I'll start with the Science Award. My name is Chris Lysakowski. I'm a biology teacher here at the high school. And the student that is getting the award tonight epitomizes the criteria for this award. She's an accomplished student of science and has success in such courses as honors chemistry, honors physics, marine science, and AP bio. She's pursuing a career in the sciences, specifically studying veterinary sciences for large mammals at Penn State University. And on behalf of the Science Department, I'd like to give this award to Allison Hart. All right. So this year's Computer Science Award is given by Mr. Mel Reed, who couldn't be here today, but had quite a bit to say about this recipient. It has been a pleasure to have had this student during these past few years. I've gotten to know him quite well. As his teacher, I have known him as a dedicated student. He is an intelligent young man with a great amount of sincerity and dedication to his work. He also has exceptional analytical ability, which is always reflected in his work. His inquisitiveness showed in the intriguing and intelligent queries posed by him, thus revealing a creative and intuitive mind. He has a zeal for understanding the essence of the subject, not just as an academic formality, but also through his urge to thoroughly assimilate the fundamentals. I'm so glad I'm reading this right. He has an open mind and is receptive to new ideas. He's willing to put in extra effort and is always eager to shoulder additional responsibilities entrusted to him. I am fully confident that his flair for applications of concepts and penchant for innovative technologies will make him a great success in his chosen profession. This year's recipient on behalf of Mr. Reed is Jaden Kraft. Public school education. I wanted to, but it would have been bad. Congratulations. Don't forget that.
And now to introduce the Math Department Award, Mrs. Caitlin Jagelski.
Thanks, Case. I'm going to have you, as I walk down the hallway. Hi, I'm Caitlin Jagelski. I am a geometry teacher at the high school. I am here on behalf of Mr. Chinelli to award the Math Department Award. The Mathematics Department Award is given each year to a senior student who has demonstrated a keen interest in mathematics, who's excelled in their mathematics courses, and who plans to continue their studies in science, engineering, mathematics, or an allied field. This year's senior class has several students who would be truly deserving of this award, thus making the decision somewhat difficult. However, what separates this year's recipient from the rest of their unparalleled blend of aptitude and attitude, is their keen interest in mathematics and the joy in solving challenging problems. This is from Mr. Chinelli. From the first few weeks of having this year's award winner in pre-calculus last year, it was clear that they were especially gifted and that they would be a delight to have in class. 2 years later, any initial impressions would have only been reaffirmed. Although I had him in Calculus AB this year, he had already mastered most of the curriculum on his own and taught himself the BC Calculus so that he could take the BC Calculus examination on his own, one of the more difficult exams to take for the AP program. Let me say that it's been an absolute privilege to have had him in the last 2 years, and that it can be safely said that Pineland's loss will most certainly be MIT's gain. This year's recipient is the most deserving of the Mathematics Department Award, Mr. Tristan Kolb.
And now Mrs. Joanne Sofield and Mrs. Christy Kunder will present the Physical Education Awards.
Good evening. Christy and I are proud to honor our Health and Physical Education Department Award winners. PE is powerful education, a cornerstone that enables success in all other curriculums and in every facet of life. President John F. Kennedy agreed when he boldly stated, "Intelligence and skill can only function at the peak of their capacity when the body is healthy and strong." It is because of our dedication to health and wellness that we are able to reward the following students with this impressive award. Let us please honor and congratulate our winners, Jesse Rising and Nicholas Rapallo. Both Jesse and Nick are terrific physical education students. They play hard, help their peers, and diligently follow all the rules. Their commitment to excellence is evident in their conversations and their lifestyle, as their commitment to fitness extends beyond the classroom. Jessie will be attending Manhattan College, where she will study pre-med and continue her softball career. Jessie has found much success in her 3 seasons representing Pinelands in volleyball, basketball, and softball. Jessie has been involved in 12 seasons of athletics and is most proud of her 100-hit and 500 strikeout records. Jessie's favorite physical education activities include volleyball tournaments and 5-base. Nick will be attending the Ernest Marios School of Pharmacy at Rutgers University to become a licensed pharmacist. He is an active varsity baseball player and was the recipient of the Sports Person Award. Nick's favorite physical education activities were tennis, badminton, along with working out in the weight room. Congratulations to our winners for earning this prestigious award.
And now Ms. Gina Frasco will present the Social Studies Department Award.
Thank you. Again, the Social Studies Award is going to a very, very special young lady who I've known for a very long time, Miss Lori Melchioni. Oh, there she is. Lori was very instrumental in planning our trip to the 2017 presidential inauguration in Washington, D.C. She has taken many rigorous social studies courses, such as economics, U.S. history, and right now, European history. Congratulations, Lori. A little bit more about Lori. She will be attending Stockton in the fall, and she wants to work in publishing in the city. She has a great focus on academics. Even though there are many distractions the senior year, I still see her studying, and she's working really hard, and she's a great role model for her peers. So congratulations, Lori.
Ms. Ellen Ward will now present the Achievement, Attitude, and Motivation Award.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ellen Ward, the Director of Special Ed for the district, and tonight I have the pleasure to present our Achievement, Attitude, and Motivation Award to a very deserving young man. Achievement can be defined as something that somebody has succeeded in doing, usually with a great amount of effort. Attitude as an opinion or general feeling about something, and motivation is a feeling of enthusiasm, interest, or commitment that makes someone want to do something. Our recipient this evening is Michael Silvers, and several of his teachers and administrators, Mr. DeFrancia, Ms. Palmer, Ms. DeMeglio, Ms. Cottrell, Mr. Becker, Mr. Bannon, Mr. Molesky, our school nurse, Ms. Luasso, as well as his case manager, Ms. Skipper, have shared with me why Michael is so deserving of this award. Mr. DeFrancia reports that Michael is one of the most kind-hearted and civic-minded young men that he has ever had the privilege to work with in his 21 years of education. Mr. Bannon told me that Michael is a dependable, mature, and highly motivated young man who is a positive contributor to the school community. Mr. Molesky reports that rarely do you encounter someone like Michael who displays knowledge, confidence, and maturity well beyond his years. Ms. Palmer states that Michael has made a significant impression on her and stands out as one of the most respectful, pleasant, and hardworking students she has ever taught. Ms. DeMeglio shared that from the very first day of class, it was clear that Michael was well on his way to achieving his goals. Mr. Becker stated that Michael is a very conscientious and caring person who puts his heart into everything he does. And finally, Ms. Skipper shared that Michael stood out from his peers early on and that his maturity and self-confidence is a direct reflection of the vast love and attention that his parents provided to him over the years. Michael and his family suffered a traumatic loss in the devastating illness and passing of his father very recently. All this while, Michael continues to do a tremendous job with what he has gone through and what he continues to go through. Michael shows great character that he does in all that he does, and we all agree that he will succeed in all he chooses to do in life. Please join me in congratulating Pineland Regional's 2018 Achievement, Attitude, and Motivation Award winner, Michael Silvers. Thank you.
Now our yearbook advisors, Mrs. Sherry DeMiglio and Ms. Jill Flanagan, will present the yearbook award.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jill Flanagan, and this is Sherry DeMiglio, and we are the yearbook advisors. We think sometimes that everyone else imagines the yearbook just creating itself. We sit around eating bagels, and the book just magically appears, right? Unfortunately, that's not the case. This year, we had only one returning staff member, Madison Hawkins. She led the class as they came up with a theme. Yep. She led the class as they came up with a theme, designed pages, produced the fashion show and Mr. Pinelands, and best of all, worked together to create an attractive and amazing book.
Madison will leave an awesome example to be followed by next year's students. This year, she had the not-so-enviable job of starting over with an entirely new staff. Then we went to split sessions, and sometimes we only had class once a week. Madison stepped up by providing leadership, an example of hard work, and getting the job done. When we were worried, actually when I was worried, a lot about deadlines and missing pages, she would quietly say, "It'll be okay," and make it happen. She leaves a hole in our hearts, as will this entire very superior staff. Your book will miss her, and so.
Mrs. Amy Martelli will now present the National Honor Society and Media Club Awards.
Good evening. I look out here at these beautiful faces, and it's hard to believe that you guys are going to leave us in just a few days. Makes my heart full and proud, though. And the next 6 names I'm going to announce are kids that I have become particularly close to, kids that I have great faith in, and kids that have changed my life. I'm so pleased and proud to announce my president and my vice president of the Media Club, who are not only my posse, but my friends, my companions, and I couldn't be more proud of these 2 young ladies. Paige Miller, my president, and Laura Melchioni, my vice president. Thank you, girls. National Honor Society Awards this year. We had several officers this year, 7 of them as a matter of fact, who worked diligently all year. And as Mrs. DeMiglio said, they worked through thick and thin to make our community proud and to make our school proud and to get our name out in the community where it belongs and to bring pride and honor to our school. 4 of our officers stood out to us this year as kids who tirelessly worked to get the job done. They smiled in the face of adversity, and they were kind and generous to members of our community. Cameron Barr and Jackie Peshko, I'd like to recognize you for your work in philanthropy this year. Samia Tariq, for your work in community service. And to Jesse Rising, who put together practically our entire blood drive and scheduled the whole thing. To these girls, I am eternally grateful. Thank you.
And now Ms. Dana Forrest and Mrs. Caitlin Jagelski will present our SAD Club Awards.
This year's award is given to the members of our SAD Club that demonstrate our core beliefs on a daily basis: integrity and respect, leadership, and supporting others with healthy peer relationships. Our 3 peer leaders have stepped up and stood out with any of our goals, even if they might have been last minute, and missions throughout this entire year.
It is our privilege to announce our peer leaders: Isabel Boyer, Jessie Rising, and Katie Waldron.
And now Ms. Sue Bishop will present the Sign Language Awards.
It is my privilege to be the advisor of the ASL Club here at Pinelands. When I approached administration and Mr. Hickman about setting up this club, my first goal was hopefully to get 10 interested students to show up to my first meeting. That goal was quickly realized when 40 students showed up the first meeting date. By our third meeting, I had nearly 80 students on my roster. These students tonight are 6 outstanding seniors that have not only mastered basic communication and helped to promote deaf awareness here, most recently with our 2nd annual Deaf Awareness Day. They are wonderful individuals. They are enthusiastic about experiencing the 3rd most used language in the United States, and I have nothing but high expectations for them. I'd like to bring up first Kaylee Barnes. Next is Joshua Benko. Josh is not here tonight, but he has been instrumental in our club. So a round of applause for him. This next member was probably the first student to approach me with an interest in American Sign Language, Emily Holloman. I love you. Next is Tyree Johnson. I don't think he's here. And last but not least, Caitlin Ladd. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait. Really last but not least. And I can't forget you because you were my right arm this year. Nancy Scapati.
Mrs. Jacqueline Heinrichs will now present the awards for the Wildcats in Action.
Good evening. Wildcats in Action is a selected group of students that demonstrate great character in and out of the classroom. The following student leaders have been involved in the program since the junior high school: Cameron Barr, Julia Gimbel, Liam McGettigan, Nancy Scapati, Emma Shields, Tara Staines, Caden Sunderman, Brianna Soralik, Garen Wennell, and Jillian Williams. Thank you for your service.
Now, Mrs. Karen Kenny will present the School-Based Youth Services Award.
Good evening, everybody. And on behalf of School-Based Youth Services, I want to congratulate each of you guys for the wonderful achievements that you've made to date. And I'm sure there's so much more to come for all of you. And I'd also like to echo what Mr. Bannon said earlier regarding thanking the adults in your world for those that have stood behind you, stand around you, and continue to do so to help you become the great people you are. So thank you to the adults as well. Tonight, on behalf of School-Based Youth Services, I have the privilege to award two wonderful young ladies with the award this evening. Both of these students became connected with our program here in the high school. Both facing different challenges, as all of us do. Both having the courage to know that sometimes we need to reach out and ask for some help, and they did. But mostly wanted to say that they persevered, and as a result of that, in my opinion, they exude more confidence, make great choices now, and are headed for great, great things to come. So it is my privilege to present these awards to Casey Heisler and Kara Waldron.
Mr. Sean Wells will now present the Field Hockey Booster Club Awards.
I want to apologize now. I didn't get the memo about keeping it short and sweet, so I got a little bit of a speech here. What is leadership? Each of us believe we have a good idea about what it means to be a good leader, but when it comes to defining the concept, the picture is not so clear. For some, leadership is motivation. For others, it equals results. For others, it is inspiration. For Wildcat field hockey, we have a few common elements that we all agree on. Vision. Leading means having a vision and sharing with others. Only when you get to inspire others is it possible to share a common goal towards which to direct the efforts and dedication of the entire team. Motivation. The leader knows how to motivate better than anyone else. It is one of their main functions as player managers. Through motivation, the player channels the energy and athletic potential of their teammates in order to achieve the objectives. Empathy. One of the basic qualities of any leader seeking success is precisely emotional intelligence. That ability, often innate, that makes leaders put themselves in the place of others, understand their concerns, and solve problems. Thoroughness. A good leader sets the bar high for their teammates because they want to reach the goals and make the rest of their team a success. Only a challenging leader will achieve great results. In addition to this thoroughness, the leader must know how to listen. Team building. True leadership is about working in a team to reach a common goal. People management is one of the hardest and one of the most difficult tasks faced by leaders. Thanks to the positive attitude essential in good leaders and the trust in their teammates, people get better results. Taking risks. The leader is the one responsible for taking risks that others are not willing to take. They are confident enough to make a decision, and if they make a mistake, their leader must have the courage to rectify, assume their guilt, and take the right path without blaming it on the team. Good leaders know how to go ahead and get the most out of their time. They see opportunities where others cannot and know how to spread the enthusiasm for their vision to try to make it real. Improving. True leadership seeks continuous improvement. Leaders have the ability to turn the players on their teams into stars, players who have improved and developed their skills through influence of their leader. In short, the definition of leadership has nothing to do with the hierarchy or position of anyone on the team. It has nothing to do with imposing views, but with listening to those who know. Leadership is the attitude assumed by those looking for something different, who are committed to achieving a goal and whose conviction they manage to transmit to others through enthusiasm and optimism to reach a common goal. Julia Klein, Lisa Tarnow, Cassidy Riley, Madison Hawkins, Brianna Sorolick. These 5 women have demonstrated all of these common elements throughout their careers in the field hockey program. Myself and Coach Law could not be more proud of them. We know the future is bright for all of them, and that whatever they choose to do in life, they will undoubtedly be a success. Julia Klein, could you please come up? Lisa Tarnow, Cassidy Riley, Madison Hawkins, and Brianna Sorolick.
Mrs. Amy Martelli will now present the Red Cross Service Awards.
Each year, as a result of our blood drive, the American Red Cross selects students from our National Honor Society to bestow $250 scholarships on for their college career. This year, we have 3 outstanding students in the area of service to our community and to our school. They are Jackie Peshko, Jessie Rising, and Samia Tariq. I am proud to give each of these I am so proud to present each of these young women with the Red Cross Service Scholarship.
Now, United States Army Staff Sergeant Aaron Giese will present the U.S. Army Awards.
Good evening, my name is Sergeant Giese, and I'm here to present on behalf of the United States Army Reserve the Student Scholar Athlete Award. Since 1981, the U.S. Army has awarded our Olympic-style medal to over 200,000 students across this country, to include valedictorians, National Honor Society, and even Olympic gold medalists. The U.S. Army Reserves believes young people should strive for the best in every aspect of their life, and the Scholar Athlete Award is our program to recognize these students that are selected by their high school in doing just that, excelling in their academics and on the field. This year's recipients are Jesse Rising and Caden Sunderman.
And now, United States Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Barnes will present the Marine Corps Awards.
Good evening, everyone. On the behalf of the Marines of Recruiting Station, New Jersey, I want to tell you guys good luck, and you guys have a bright future ahead of you. Tonight, I'll be giving 3 awards. The first award is the Scholastic Excellence Award. This award is presented to the student that he hits the books hard, he works no matter what. He doesn't slack off, even in the senior year. The student is Liam McGettigan. Take your time. I didn't prepare a long speech, so. Where are you going? Congrats. The next award is the Athletic Excellence Award. For the years, athletes, especially in high school, you have to dedicate yourselves. You have to take the time to strive for success. Your friends will go off and do other things, but you have to spend the hours and study. Study the game, be a master of your craft. And this award is very near and dear to me. Tonight, I'll be presenting the award to Jesse Rising and Caden Sunderman. Sorry, correction, just Jesse Rising. The next award is for the Semper Fidelis Musical Excellence Award. This award is presented to the bandsmen that dedicates themselves to practicing and improving the people around them. This award is going to Peter Simone. I guess Peter's not here tonight, but thank you guys and good luck.
To present our Academic Competition Award will be Mr. Lezakowski.
Good evening again. I'm here to give the Academic Competition Award on behalf of Dr. James Aletto. The recipients are Lillian Cahill, Jaden Kraft, Tristan Culp, Susan Graylack, Leah McGettigan, Justin Melchione, Daniel O'Brien, Samia Tariq, Jason Tibaldo, and Kara Waldron. Congratulations. 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 No problem. Liam. Justin's not here, Dan. Congratulations. You're welcome. Thank you. Congrats.
Mrs. Caitlin Jagelski will now present the Mathematics Club Award.
I want to just take a second and congratulate all of the award winners tonight. we are all so immensely proud of each and every single one of you. This year's Mathematics Club members competed in a number of mathematics competitions throughout the course of the year. In October and November, we took the written examination administered by the New Jersey Math League. Due to our relocation in the junior high school, we were not able to participate in the AMT&J contest, which is administered in December by the Association of Math Teachers of New Jersey. In February, several students, in addition to this year's club members, participated in a mathematics contest administered by the Rocket City Math League. This competition is sanctioned by the Mu Alpha Theta Mathematics Honor Society. Again, in March, several members completed the second and third rounds of the Discovery Level test in pre-calculus, also administered by the Rocket City Math League. Mr. Trinelli would like to sincerely thank this year's senior members who have been active and enthusiastic participants of the Math Club during the last 2 years. Your enthusiasm and sincere interest in solving challenging mathematics problems were very satisfying to witness. Thank you for all of your efforts. This year's award winners are Jaden Kraft, Tristan Culp, Liam McGettigan, and Jason Tabaldo.
And now, Mrs. Donna Trinelli will present the French and Spanish Honor Society Awards.
Bienvenue à la Société Honoraire du Français. The goals of La Société Honoraire du Français are to stimulate interest in the study of the French language and its culture, to promote high standards of scholarship, and to reward scholastic achievements. The requirements for membership in the society are rigorous, as students are required to not only excel in French, but to also maintain academic excellence in all other subjects. The motto of this chapter is On ne voit bien qu'avec le cœur, which is derived from Le Petit Prince. It translates to One sees clearly with the heart. Tonight we honor the following students for their outstanding accomplishments in the French language. Anthony Aguilar, Anna Andrade, Brittany Azara, Justin Bowen, Aileen Cahill, Emma Capriglione, Kayla Carson, Karen Cordero, Agustina Dalio, Adam D'Ambrosio, Nicholas DiMartino, Tyler Demerly, Jenna DeSimone, Rachel Eng, Brooke Engelhart, Sophia Fajardo, Adrian Garcia Vargas, Julia Gimbel, Richard Krolla, Alyssa Hadjovich, Adam Hartley, Teresa Hudson, Rachel Kiesler, Samantha Klein, Olivia Ladd, Logan Lecomte, Jordan Leeds, Heather Lohr, Jacob Lucas, Noel Mahan, Taylor Massey, Gaetano Matarazzo, Justin Melchione, Olivia Mena, Ashley Nastasi, Jacqueline Perlecchio, Kira Paul, Olivia Peters, Tyler Piazza, Corey Perchio, Madison Price, Jenna Riley, Bailey Schilling, Samantha Sesta, Jamie Skripek, Amber Smith, Caitlin Trimer, Katie Waldron, Theodore Walker, Kevin Watson, Austin Yang, and Megan Euro. Félicitations à tout le monde. Y ahora, bienvenidos a la inducción de la Sociedad Honoraria Hispánica. Welcome to tonight's Spanish Honor Society induction. The Spanish Honor Society was founded by the American Association of Teachers of Spanish and Portuguese in 1953 for students of North American secondary schools. Our chapter here at Pinelands was named for the Guatemalan playwright Carlos Solórzano. Our motto is all together, todos a una. Our colors are red and gold. Our insignia and seal are those of the Mother Association. The criteria for membership into this society is a B+ average in Spanish from level 1 to the first semester grade average in Spanish 3 honors, as well as a B+ average in all other subjects for the year of induction. All of tonight's candidates have successfully met these requirements, and for this, they are duly commended. Before I introduce tonight's 61 inductees, the higher number ever in the history of Pinelands, I would like to have senior member Dan O'Brien come up to read the Spanish poem, Excelsior. This poem has served as a mantra for our society.
Excelsior, escrito por Núñez de Arce. ¿Por qué los corazones miserables? ¿Por qué las almas viles en los fieros combates de la vida ni luchan ni resisten? El espíritu humano es más constante, cuanto más se levante. Dios puso el fango en la llanura y puso la roca en la montaña. La blanca nieve que en los hondos valles derrítese ligera. En las altivas cumbres permanece inmutable y eterna. Thank you.
Well done, Donnie. And now, señores y señoras, it's with the utmost pride I present to you our 2018 inductees of La Sociedad Honoraria Hispánica. Brendan Amos, Kristen Bond, Isabel Boyer, Dylan Breeze, Garrett Brown, Deanna Capriati, Samuel Cardillo, Connor Cardney, Christopher Cooper, Catherine Coverdale, Courtney Crane, J.C. DiMaria, Ethan DeFrancia, Nicholas Erzinger, Fiona Farrell, Ashley Gavalchin, Jacob Gilbert, Christopher Grotus, Alexandra Hanna, Alexandra Heck, Casey Heisler, Megan Hoxtel, Alexa Houston, Matthew Ingold, Teresa Jacob, Dylan Jansen, Hannah Lynn, Anthony Makowitz, Lindsay Maffei, Jacob Magner, Jonathan Makar, Ali Mancini, Luke Mathis, Caitlin McGrady, Hallie Miller, Shelby Miller, Richard O'Brien, Rachel Papernick, Raquel Pearsall, Victoria Piquel, Zachary Reeves, Emily Rule, Hannah Santillanes, Anthony Scarpone, Caitlin Schlick, James Shockley, Michael Shoemaker, Patricia Siddick, Emily Staino, Kieran Sunderman, Jules Swade, Kayla Thornton, Brianna Treble, Joseph Ventresca, Alice Invezos, Alyssa Vitello, Miranda Wilbert, Peyton Wojciechowski, Allison Whites, Exender Yilmaz, and Leanne Yu. Thank you so much for keeping that time in there. That was good. Oh, sweetheart. I love you. Congratulations. In closing, I would just like to say it is always a privilege to induct such wonderful students, but it is the best joy in the world to have taught them this year. So congratulations to everyone. Felicidades a todos.
And now, Mrs. Sherry DeMeglio will present the final award for the evening, the Quill and Scroll Honor Society. Before she does present them as well, I'd like to remind all of you that we do have refreshments in the commons afterwards, so I certainly do hope you stay for us as well. Ms. DeMeglio. You're doing it?
That's okay. My name's been on there for years. Hi, everyone. Quill and Scroll is the National Honor Society that honors student journalists. Members must be in the top third of their classes academically and must exhibit excellence in either yearbook, newspaper, or video productions. This year, we're happy to recognize those students who are members for the second year. Nicole Babcock and Haley McManus.
We are pleased to welcome the following new members who have exhibited excellence in journalism. Cameron Barr, Adam D'Ambrosio, Benjamin DeFiglio, Rose Farrell, Julia Gimbel, Casey Heisler, Emily Leeds, Alexis Martinez, Lori Melchioni, Sarah Pomponio, Emily Ruley, Madison Sanzari, Brianna Soralik, Sana Tariq, Caitlin Trimer, and Beyonce Tyus.
Again, congratulations to all of tonight's award recipients, and thank you all for joining us this evening.